Hello, welcome to this parenting baby yoga style class. Baby needs to be 12, 13 weeks and above. Mainly we've got the interaction with the baby and we've got some moves as well. So we'll get started. This is going to be my baby for today. And sometimes it's quite good to have their favourite toy. You can have that in your hand. The baby can focus on that when we do the moves as well. So we're going to get started. Come to seated posture. So baby's going to be in front. So my baby's just there. I've got the feet towards me, head towards you. So just find that place that you've got your weight evenly in between those sit bones and they get a nice long spine. So just retract your shoulder blades slightly. And then when you're ready, we're going to take a few breaths. So take a deep breath in, big stretch up. And then just breathe out, through the mouth. And we go again. So to get your eye contact, we can get the toy and do exactly the same. We can swap hands and just bring it down the other side. One more, inhale. From there, we're going to have a twist over to the right side. So we can bring the toy across, just getting that mobility into the spine. Maybe looking at your baby as well, have a bit of interaction there. And then we change sides. We can sweep round. And then coming back into centre. So from there, we're going to just fold forward. So this is a time when you can have some interaction. You can have a little bit of play with your baby. Quite a good thing to do is, if you bend the knees, let the baby push into your hand. That's a really good work for the legs as well. But just take that interaction with your baby as you come forward. You can have a little move from side to side. Yeah. Taking that eye contact, even just using that toy again. And we can swap hands with it so the baby can turn their head. And we're going to come back up to centre. So we're going to move baby over to the side and we'll get moving a little bit more. So if you're not confident with the baby underneath you, pop baby to the side. Otherwise, the baby onto the mat. Now hands on the shoulders. We take cat and cow position. So find neutral position. So belly button draws to spine. Hands on your shoulders. And we take a big exhale through the nose. And we round everything up. Tailbone releases. And then down and through. So the eye gaze goes forwards. And then we're just going to repeat a couple more of those. Down and through. Again, taking that interaction with the eye gaze as you go down and through. One more. And then we'll move up a gear. Again, always feel confident on this one. As we're coming into pointer, navel to spine, and then we extend one leg, opposite arm goes forward. And then we can have that interaction again. We can bring the hand down and then go forward again. Yeah. Again, you can have that toy in your hand. Maybe you can move it out to the side. Have a little move about there. One more. And then release. So we're going to take the knees wide and just sit back onto your heels. And if baby wonders where you've gone, you can always get your toy again. Just taking the weight out of the wrist, and then we'll come and do the other side. Yeah. So finding that balance. Change legs, change arms. Yeah. Yeah, you can also put some favourite music that baby likes, or you just want to move about to as well. Again, you can take that out to the diagonal. Just move about, have a little play with this one. And again, option, you can just bring that knee in. You know, the more you do, we can have a little move about there and extend. You can pick up and you can bring toy back with you. Okay, so welcome back. After doing part one, we're going to do part two. So we're going to build a little bit more strength for yourself. And again, we've got a little bit of interaction with babies. So we're going to come into side plank. So we're going to come over to this side. You can keep baby where he or she is, or you can move them over to the side. So yeah, we're going to come over to the right side. So if you want to move the baby at the side, you can do. So we're going to come down onto the forearm. Now there's two options. You can bring the hand in, or you can keep it out to this side. So a little bit more challenging, but it's going to give you a little bit more work in towards the obliques, in towards the lats as well. So I'm going to stay on the bottom knee. So I take the top leg. We take it out directly behind the knee, and we take it slightly back. Maybe a foot back, and we can alter this bottom knee so that we can start to build some strength up from these bottom ribs. Yeah, so as we lift here, what I'm thinking about is lifting the pelvis, pressing through, elbow, shoulder stacked, and the head's in line. Yeah, we can lift and hold top leg, and also we can hold toy. So we can get that interaction again with the baby. Taking that leg slightly back is more of a challenge. Yeah, holding it for 3, 2, you can also bring that toy down, 1, and then release. We change sides. So if you have got any shoulder problems, bring that hand in front. If not, same, hand directly in line with the elbow. Feeling the challenge on this side as well, so yeah. I'm thinking about lifting that pelvis, taking the top leg on slightly behind, even lifting up, and just resisting gravity as well. And again, we can have a little play, moving about the toy, bringing it up and down, holding it for 4, 3, 2, 1, and there we go, we come down. So let's just take the weight out of the elbow. Now we're going to come to a little bit of standing, and we can use baby for this one, or we can just stay down with it. So what we call awkward chair, intense pose. We'll come onto the feet, bringing the feet together. Now we can keep baby directly underneath, or we can come up and just place them on the knees. The weight goes back into the heels. We've got both hands around. Let's show you from the side. Nice straight spine to go with it. Yeah, so draw the bottom ribs in. Start to feel the heat coming in the legs on this one. Yeah, so we can stay there, or we can start to lift up and then go back down. So if you want to add a few more, that will build the heat up in the legs. Yeah, keeping that posture as well. Retracting the shoulder blade slightly. Keeping the neck in line. I'm going to do 3 more. 3, 2. If you feel confident, we can lift baby as well. 1 more. Well done. From there, we place baby back onto the mat and just release the head down. Taking the feet about hip distance, lifting the navel. Just getting that length in the lower back into the hamstrings. Yeah, and always have a little play there. So we're going to come up to a little bit more leg strength on this one. We can keep baby where he or she is, and we step your back leg furthest away from the baby as we step back into lunge. Come down onto the back knee. Knee and ankle in line on the front, and we can move slightly out to the side, so it gives us a little bit more balance. Hand under shoulder. Again, we can get the toy, and we add a little twist. So we can turn in towards the knee, and we can lift the toy. If you want a little bit more challenge, keep your pelvis in line, and we lift the back knee. Hook your inner thighs towards the midline, and we can bring the toy down, have a little interaction there, and then lift back up. Yeah, you can either stay at the top. 2 more. Keeping the length in the spine gives you more rotation. Now hold at the top. 3, 2, 1. Look down and then release. We change sides. So we can keep the baby there, but we just move slightly over to the side. I'm going to face away from you this time. Option to keep the knee down or lifted. Again, we turn in towards the thigh, and we can play about with the toy, the interaction, the eye gaze with the baby. You can stay at the top, hold it there, hug your inner thighs, or again, we can come down and lift. I'm going to stay at the top, hold it for 5. So coming on to the third part, we have a little bit more strength for the back, so we're going to come into bridge pose. So I'll give you a couple of options with this one, with or without baby, or different positions for baby to go. So we're going to come onto the side. So we can bring baby up to the side and lie down with them. Bridge pose. But we can place them on the thighs. Yeah. So as we come to bring the feet hip distance. Yeah, so feel the back of the body into the mat, and then we squeeze the glutes as we start to lift and lower. We got an option to stay at the top for a couple of seconds and then release down. So keep doing that. Otherwise we can bring the baby onto the front, and we can do exactly the same. So keeping that technique going. Making that the last one, or if you're staying at the top, just slowly roll down. Yeah. From there, as we lift up, we're going to bring baby to the side, and we'll come up into tabletop position. Wherever feels comfortable through the hands, so fingertips might be facing towards the heels, slightly out to the side. So again, we're going to resist gravity on this one. So we press firmly down through the hands, and as we lift, try and create that tabletop. As we come down, yeah, we can do one more. When we're ready, as we lift, squeezing the glutes. Really good for posture on this one as well. Yeah. Hold in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, always nice to come down. And then the last one, we're going to come into a wide leg fold. And again, this is a great one to have a little bit of interaction with your baby as well. So we can get a toy, feet can stay flexed, knees can stay bent, or we can take them out and just find some more length in the legs, sitting those pelvis muscles back, hip bones back. So as in the warm-up, have a little move about with the baby. You can get the baby to press the feet into their hands and they'll push you away. Otherwise, you can just have a little fold forward. We can move to the side, have a little interaction there. Yeah. And you're also feeling the hamstrings in your inner thigh. Nice long spine. It could stay as long as you want. You can slowly come back. And bring the feet together. We're going to have baby on the seated position there. Take a breath in. And just sweep over to the side. From there, when you're ready, breathe out slowly. Excellent. And there we go. A little interaction with your baby as well as giving yourself a little workout. So thank you. Well done.